Alright, this is the Unit 1 review for Math 1, number 9. So I'm going to go to continue solving here. First thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. So I'm going to say 6n and negative 7n. So that's going to be negative n plus 3. Over here I got like terms of 11 and 1. So now I've got variables on both sides. So I want to get the variables on the same side. That's my first step. So I'll move everything to the right, sorry, to the left. And then this is the negative 1 right here. So this is n plus 3 equals 12. Subtract 3 to both sides. And n equals 9. Okay. Number 10, same looking type of question. Combine like terms. Combine like terms right here, and we're looking at negative 6. So I'm going to go ahead and move my variables over. And I'm looking at 2x plus 8 equals negative 6. Subtract 8 to both sides. Divide by 2. And x equals negative 7. Alright, so for the next one, they want me to solve for r. This is always kind of tricky for people, so I'm going to rewrite this. I'm just going to change colors here. Okay, so I want to get the r by itself. I got to get rid of the pi and the 2. So these are all being multiplied times each other, so what I'm going to do is the opposite. I'm going to divide by 2 pi. So the pi's cross off and the 2's cross off. And then over here, this doesn't reduce, but that's fine. The goal is to just get r by itself. That's the goal, to isolate, and so I did that. Okay. Moving on to the next page here, number 13. I'm sorry, number 12. So number 12 says A equals 1/2 h times b1 plus b2. Okay, and we're trying to solve for h. Okay, so I really want to get, that variable by itself. That's what my goal is. Okay, so I got to get rid of this b1 plus b2 and this half. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the half first. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Okay. So it gives me 2a. Now, why did I multiply by 2? Because now this is not distribution. Okay, this is the same as doing like times 2 times 3 times 4. Think of the half as a 2, the h as the 3, and this as the 4. So really, I would just multiply by the first one. It's not distribution. So I'm just going to do this one times this one, and so that's 2 over 2h times b1 plus b2. So those cross off. So I've got this. Okay. And so now I've got to get rid of this right here. So I'll go ahead and divide by b sub 1 plus b sub 2, the whole thing. Okay. And I'm looking at 2a all over b sub 1 plus b sub 2 equals h. Okay. And I can go ahead and put the parenthesis on there if I want. Number 13. 13 says change rate. So they want to turn 15 miles per minute into hours. So the first thing is I want to rewrite this. So I'm going to rewrite it. Sorry, it's 15.5. Sorry. It's 15 miles. Sorry. In 1 minute. Okay. So this is, I just rewrote it, but it's the same thing. Okay. So if I want to convert it to hours, okay, I need to have a rate in terms of hours. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so you remember. So really, I want to make sure that the units that I want to cancel out, I want the minutes to go away. I'm trying to turn into hours. I want them on opposite sides, one on top, one on the bottom. So when I do this, you got to remember that units cross out like variables. Okay, so then I do 15.5 times 60, and that comes up to 930 miles. Okay, all over 1 hour, because it's 1 times 1. So it's, if I wanted to simplify that a little bit, I could say 930 miles per hour. That's how I could rewrite that. Okay. All right, let's do one more on this video. Number 14. Okay. So this one says same fraction, so 15.5 miles over 1 minute. Okay. And they want to turn it into feet per second. So now I'm changing both of these. So we got to do one at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and do, just like I did, I'm going to turn minutes into seconds. So I'm going to say I want my minutes on top and 60 seconds. Okay, that's going to convert from minutes to seconds. Then I need another fraction that's going to reduce or simplify miles to feet. Okay, so I want the miles, so I need my miles down here, my feet up here. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Okay. And always make the smaller one, so like for example, if miles are bigger, so do 1 and then do the feet the long way. Don't do it the other way around. So then I'll multiply out here. So you can see here, look at the minutes cross off. All right. And then I know they're not next to each other, but the miles cross off because they're on top and bottom of a fraction. Okay. So now I multiply straight across, and it comes out to, if I do 15.5 times 5,280, comes out to this, 81,840 feet. Okay. And then down below, it's just, I'm just left with 60 seconds. Okay. So I can reduce this. If I divide this on my calculator, it comes out to 1,364 feet for 1 second. That would be a unit rate. And like I said, I could also rewrite that as 1,364 feet per second.